Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night edition of the Knighty and Jonezy EAFC show. I am obviously Knighty, and I'm joined by my co-host Jonezy. How you doing, mate? You all good?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. People seen a lot of my face this week, but yeah, I'm all good.
It's been all over the place like a wanted poster, mate.
Jesus Christ, I'm fucking hell, I won't go missing anytime soon, I'll tell you that.
And then joining us tonight, we've got Tarek. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Looking forward to the show, mate.
Good, good. Thank you for coming on, mate. And Tony, first time on the show, mate. Thank you for joining. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Looking forward to it.
Good, good. So obviously some of us have had the game now a couple of weeks. We have obviously some of us have only had it a week. Tarek only got it last Friday, so he's had a week. First off, I want to address a little statement I made on the first night where I said I thought the AI had improved. I would like to retract that statement because are we past 9 o'clock yet? No, we're not. They're bloody awful. I'll save the good stuff for after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But Tarek, mate, I'll come to you first. Obviously, you've had the game for a week now. Like, what have you sort of played? I know you said you were going to tell us a little bit about career mode, but what are you liking, disliking? Just, yeah, give us a bit of feedback, mate.
Well, I've been playing more or less clubs because of last time I had the worst player and everyone had 90s and whatnot, and I had.
You joined a little bit late though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So this one, everyone's had the same. So I've been like making my player look fantastic with his blue hair and his blue beard, and so on. And
people will get to see that a little bit later. So
yeah.
So it's like with clubs, I thought let's just play a couple of drop-ins because I'm just like run about everywhere. But the new rush game is fantastic. I like that sort of.
I know you and Tony both have been proper into it, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good because it's like the quick 7 minutes, but 10 minutes with all the goals, interruptions, and so on.
Yeah,
it's a quick game out there, so none of this looking for 45 minutes. It's just 7 minutes. You know how long it is, and the goals go in. The only thing I don't like is you get players who are a bit too greedy, as Tony will tell you. We've had guys who don't pass to you, which I don't like. But apart from that, rush is really good. I've done a bit of Ultimate Team this time round, but I'll not go much into it because I know you'll go into it later. But I've done my first lot of objectives and everything. I've done a bit of career, just the manager career, just have a look at see what it's like. But for me, it's mainly been just playing clubs and building my player up, get skill points, and so on, learning new moves.
I think the thing with Rush is I couldn't really get into the Volta. I really enjoyed them early FIFA Street games. I thought they were brilliant at the time. It was something so different to what we had played, and then Volta come out, and it was just all the skill merchants that you got in drop-ins.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I'm not really that sort of player on the game. I'm not really that bothered about all the skill moves and the tricks, and I'll do the odd fake shot. As Jonesy knows earlier, we a team, they just fell for it every time.
Yeah.
But I feel that Rush is just that. It's not Volta. Okay, you have a couple of skill merchants in it, but it's just the old traditional. You know when you used to have the indoor pitches on the old FIFAs.
Yeah.
It's just got that real old school feeling to it. And I think that's why I've played a few games, as I told you both. The first few games I was getting battered. I was having to play centre back. Everyone was running forward. But I had a couple of games today and they were quite enjoyable. Was it today or was it yesterday? I think I messaged saying I got my first win. Was that yesterday? Yeah. So I played a couple yesterday. I've played a couple today. And I've actually quite enjoyed it. I've ended up with some players that actually want to play the game properly. Some of you are sitting back at one point, then you're swapping. But I still stand by what I said, that I feel it's that sort of game that, like, if the four of us were playing and we're on FaceTime, you know, pretty much like what we're doing, and we're talking to each other, I think you get more enjoyment because you're communicating. Everyone knows who's sitting back, who's going forward, where sometimes you don't want to jump on headsets with random people and tell them what to do because they'll probably just turn around and go, you know, F off you mug or you old gittles, you know, it'll just be some mouthy little teenager, won't it? So, but yeah.
I played it. You know, like last Friday we had a clubs game and I played it then after you guys had gone, and we're like straight away after a game you got like 3 skill points, and I was like, this is quite decent where you get more skill points. And we had players where they were like everyone was passing to each other, and it was fun. But the past couple of days,
I think definitely on the rush and the skill games, you get quite a lot of XP quite quickly. So it's a good way to level up, especially if you're like just starting the game and you're like 80 or 81 rated. You can quickly get your XP up, get some skill points, and quickly get your player like overall higher up. Tony, mate, obviously you've had the game for a couple of weeks, couldn't jump on last week. Like, how are you finding it? What game modes have you played? What are you enjoying? What are you not?
So pretty much like Tarek, I mean, I've been playing more clubs and Rush than anything. I've done Ultimate Team. I've got a pretty decent Ultimate Team at the moment, just for the first couple of weeks. Done some of the objectives and that. I haven't dived into the career mode yet. I will do because I was reading some about it today. And
I still need to.
It seems like they've improved it a hell of a lot. So it's one mode that sometimes it does get pushed to the wayside where I don't play it. But I might give it a good old try this time. You were talking about AI and how you finded them, let's just say not
the new FC IQ. Yeah.
But the thing for me is that on when you're playing Rush, the goalkeepers seem absolutely amazing. Like, you don't get many mistakes from them. I don't know whether it's because it's a smaller pitch. I know it might sound silly, but it's a smaller pitch, and the movements of the goalkeeper, some of the saves he does this year seem a lot better. I mean, you still get the dodgy where they save it into the path of another player.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's one improvement they've made, because I never really played Volta, because like you, it just people doing skills all day.
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But Rush it's different. It's enjoyable. Like I said, it's like a callback to the old FIFA Street games, and yeah, that's enjoyable. But yeah, other than that, seasons I've not tried yet, because obviously everyone loves to play at Arsenal. Doing that on seasons, Arsenal, Real Madrid, I normally play as when I do that. I might give Real Madrid a try because they'll probably be the best team in the game, I reckon. But I'll try that. But yeah, I'm finding it all right. Not too bad at the moment. I'm going to try and do a bit more Ultimate Team. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to touch a bit on Ultimate Team. I've just been ploughing through and trying to get my player, higher up as I can. I just enjoyed the drop-ins, and I've always enjoyed the clubs more than I have Ultimate Team. I've not really done Ultimate Team properly, I'd say, for the last couple of years, to be fair. I just wanted to get into it a bit more this year because of the show and obviously talking to everyone about it. As we're talking about clubs, I thought it would be a good idea to introduce everyone who's watching to our characters that we have. So I have no idea what order they are. So Jonezy will bring them up and we'll just... Okay. So this is my pro. I managed to get him up to an 88 today. I'm not too pleased with that shot on target percentage, I must say. Probably because I keep hitting from distance, hoping it's going to go in and it goes out for a throw. But that will soon come up. The red cards I'm not proud of either, but some of them have been some of them have been warranted from some of the people we've been playing against. So no regrets in some of them. But yeah, I mean, I'm quite, considering the game's only been out 2 weeks. I've gone from an 80. Did you start as an 80 or 80? I think I started as
80. Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, up to 88, 32 appearances, 16 goals, 18 assists. I'll take that for now. First 2 weeks, quite happy with that. And then we've got the main man himself, Jonezy. There he is. Yeah, 86 rated. Been plugging away. Not bad for goals and assists. No red cards. The baby face of the pro clubs.
Yeah, a bit like Bobby Perez, mate. I think I don't really get carded.
I mean, your shots on target percentage isn't that different to mine either.
No, it's not. I concentrate on assists, I think, more than anything. I love to play a nice little pass. So,
well, I was quite surprised I had more assists than goals. I thought I'd scored more goals than assists, but
yeah,
I think that because we played earlier, and I think I set you up quite a fair few times
Yeah.
earlier, didn't I? So I think that's why that bumped that up.
We had one game, weren't it, where we grabbed a couple of goals each, I think it was.
Yeah. And then talking about the goalkeepers in Rush, one of the goalkeepers we had earlier, they were like 3-0 up.
Yeah.
But we had peppered their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
We should have easily have been 4 or 5 up before they even went 1-0 up. And then they was just saving everything. Every single one-on-ones, volleys. Oh, mate, it was ridiculous.
I'll have to put my goalkeeper up as well. But yeah, I played in goal this afternoon.
Have you got your goalkeeper one? No.
I haven't got him on here now. But...
Oh, right, yeah, we'll save that one.
Yeah.
When you get them clean sheets up and save ratio, we'll put that one up, mate. Yeah.
Next up, who we got?
Who we got? Mr. Ollie Tipple, decided to go with Saka, although we have told him it looks more like Bubbles from, was it Bubbles?
From Little Britain.
From Little Britain, or Precious from, we've got no paper cups.
Good return there.
He's got up to an 85 rating. I mean, goals, I think he is currently the top goal scorer with 20.
Yeah.
No red cards, another baby face. 6 player of the matches. Needs to pull his nose out of the ref's arsehole by the looks of it. Oh, no, we're before 9 o'clock. Apologies, bummo. Shots on target looking better than mine and Jonesy's as well. So, he's been plugging away. He's not been doing too bad either.
Very nice.
And then we've got, here he is, Uncle Fester himself. 85 rating, been plugging away. I mean, that's not bad either, mate, considering, some people have more time than others. And, 7 appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists, not bad. Player of the match 1. How many only 1 red card behind me?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a few...
was it yesterday? Was it the one last night was horrendous? Flicked him like a pancake.
It was nearly, it was classed as murder, I think we said, because he flipped over everywhere.
Oh,
but
was that 33% shot? Oh, his is going to be higher because he's played less games.
He's played less games,
Yeah, you're not having that one yet, mate. No.
One player of the match as well. You need to get out better. Next up.
And then we've got Jake. He actually hasn't got the game as yet. He was just doing was it the free 10 hours that you got?
Yeah.
So he's obviously not been plugging away at it, but still part of the team. 3 appearances, 1 player of the match. 80% pass completion isn't bad across 3 matches either. I know he's only played 3 matches, but that's still not a bad little stat to have.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets the game soon, and he'll be back on joining us as well.
That's better than Mudrick anyway. Sparksy.
Yeah, then we got Sparksy. 17 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, not bad. Pass completion 84%. So that's more games than Jake. So that's not too bad, to be fair. 83 rated as well. I know he's sort of more into his ultimate team a little bit more, isn't he? So
I think he sits back, doesn't he? He sits back a bit and plays.
He's been sitting a lot deeper. So it's strange that they don't put like interception stats up, because I mean Tarek and Sparksy in that middle. Even though Sparksy thought I was calling myself Declan Rice when we played the other night, he had a right go at me in the Coronet last Saturday. He goes, I can't believe I was doing all that work in the middle and you called yourself Rice and taking all the credit. I was like, no, you mug. I was calling you Rice, not me. Proper had a go at me in the old Coronet.
There he is.
I mean, he's done quite well. I'm not going to lie. He's had the game a week. Old Tarek with his blue. Look at them locks. He
looks beautiful, doesn't he?
He looks like a character from Big Trouble in Little China.
You're not wrong. He does as well. Knows a bit of wizardry and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, that's not bad, to be fair, mate. You've had the game a week. You've proper plugged through that. 87 rating, 19 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists. No red cards. Another baby face. No player of the matches, though. Shots on target, 10%. But you, like we said, you and Sparksy have been dropping back a lot deeper. And I wish that they had, like, interception percentages, because you and Sparksy last week, for example, were cutting out so many passes and winning the ball back for us. So it's a shame they don't show things like that.
Yeah, I played a couple of drop-in games as well. And I played one game as central attacking midfielder where I got me 2 goals. But the rest of them I've got a CDM player as well. I thought, try him out, see what it's like. Put
I
physical.
thought you and Sparksy worked quite well in that sitting both deep. It just gave us that, because we know what the back 4 AI are like, especially after me going back on my original statement.
I just sit back because it's like you guys are good at it. I'm like, I'm good at pace, but then I just sit back there and I can see.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're picking that ball up in the middle and you're passing it about. Like, you're not. I've played with worse people, mate. Like, don't think. And we play for a laugh most of the time, don't we? So, like, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, that's our club's team. What is this show? Pez.
Yeah. Brave illusion, mate.
So yeah, that's a little bit about like how we're doing club wise. We did go up to Division 4, but sadly me and Jonesy lost the relegation game earlier. So we are. Do you know what? I don't even think we looked. I didn't even realise it was a relegation game. We just jumped in and did a game. It ended and went, "You've been relegated to Division 5," and we both sort of went, "Oh,
sorry,
sorry about that, lads." So yeah, we're back in Division 5, but it gives us that motivation to go back up. Hopefully, we'll be jumping on for a bit after this, and we can get some games in.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Yeah, that's pretty much our pro club journey as it is at the moment. I think Jonesy, you were going to touch on some Ultimate Team stuff next, weren't you, mate?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I just wanted to ask Tariq. I love the color coordination there, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, blue! Look at blue boots.
Shoes as well.
Does the curtains match the drapes?
Definitely.
Is it just a big blue bush?
Blue body.
There's nothing. There's nothing bad before 9 o'clock. I'm just asking if you've got a big bush.
Yeah, no, you're cool. It's all good.
A gardening program.
So a bit on Ultimate Team. So there was an update as well this week, which hopefully, was supposed to clear up the menus and lagging and stuff like that, but it seems to have wiped data from people's My Careers.
Wow.
Which is nothing new with EA. But today we had the release of the Road to the Knockouts Team 2, and as you can see there, the 3rd player in. We don't care about the 2nd one; he's a shithouse. But as you can see, Kai Havertz, and I've got this is the card I want, basically. As you can see there, can play as a cam, can play as a centre mid, and can also play as a striker. So 3 positions on the card.
It's a beautiful looking card, isn't it?
I mean, it's got potential to go to 91 at least, because he scored goals already, so he'll get a boost for that. He'll also get a boost if we qualify. So yeah, potential 91, I think it could go to. And if you've used his card already in Ultimate Team, it's cracked. It's literally cracked. He doesn't play like a big striker. He plays like pace and stuff like that. So yeah, that's good. Mr. Tom.
Me and Mr. Tom in a big blue match.
Yeah.
Big blue bush match for winner gets a corner.
No, Retro, definitely come and find us. There's the kit and everything.
Yeah, but I forgot to send the badge, actually. I should have sent the team badge. But if he needs to know, he's got us on X or whatever, find out the club name and stuff. I think we were going to sort out a few bits first, and then we'll get people that are interested, and then we'll work out how we're going to add people and go from there. But yeah, definitely, if you've got interest, let us know.
So yeah, so Ultimate Team's going quite well. I've managed to get into Elite Division already, which is an absolute sweatbox.
This was where I expected him to say that, and then from the bottom of his screen like that, you just saw the trophy. Oh yeah, look.
Just
saying it like it was nothing. Oh, I managed to get into Elite like it's nothing.
But it's absolutely sweaty as hell in there at the moment. Everyone's playing with a back 5. So if you play Ultimate Team, you know what you're coming up against. But yeah, Foot Champs has started as well. I haven't done mine yet, but I'm going to record my rewards, whatever I get in it, and I'll show you next week on the show.
Nice.
What I get and where I finish. So hopefully some cards, hopefully Havertz and stuff like that. Premier League team.
Sorry, Jonesy. Tony, how much did you say that Havertz card was going for?
Oh, yeah.
Well, just check now, and it's going for 808,000 coins.
He's only been out since 6 o'clock, so there's always like a spike, and then as Champs happens, people will
couple of days or whatever it might drop. Yeah.
He should settle at around 200,000 coins, maybe something like that. So it's quite a lot, but people have got a lot of fodder in their clubs and stuff like that at the moment. So
Yeah.
it should be attainable. Depends what you get in champs. Player of the month is eligible to be voted for. So everybody get yourselves on there and vote for Gabriel.
It's got to be. I'm sorry. Even if, I mean, the only other person I would even consider in that, if I wasn't a Gooner, is probably, not to be biased, Palmer.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
You
what I
know,
was thinking. He's the only one who might get it.
I'm not trying to rattle any other fans. I'm not trying to, like, genuinely, if I'm not voting for Gabriel, I'm voting for Palmer.
Yeah, no, I agree. Mr. Thompson, the smell of pit, yeah, it stinks in there, mate. Absolutely stinks. And they all got teams built on money, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I bet.
FIFA Point Central it is. Also, we had a player of the month, Jamal, whatever his name is. He's only been out 2 weeks. He's gone from an 81 up to an 86. I don't know where this card's potential will rise by the end of FIFA. Obviously, team of the season and stuff like that will be coming around.
Yeah.
So he's literally the card to have at the moment. If you can do this player of the month, I highly recommend it because he's cracked as well. That card is absolutely ridiculous. I come up against it a couple of times today in a few division rivals, and yeah, he ripped my right back to pieces. Let's say, left him on toast. But you know, it's going all right. Who we got in here, Mr. Bungle? What's cooking, people? How you doing, mate? Nice to see you in. So ultimately, it's a bit when it first comes out the game. There's not much to do. Objectives and stuff like that. It's good and well, but it's very sweaty. The first 2 weeks, everyone's trying to climb these higher divisions. Everyone's trying to get champs done. But you can tell the serious players, they've, spent thousands of pounds already on FIFA points. Yeah. And it's just ridiculous. Like I was coming up against teams already with Mbappe's and Zidane's and their team and stuff like that. And it's just like, there's me sitting
mental, innit?
My Reece James as right back. So, but no, it's not Junior Furbo, mate. That guy was always good for a yellow card in my bet, though. I do give him that.
Oh, 100%. I always had him to get booked.
Him and Nelson Semedo are the only ones who always get booked for the weekend. But no, yeah, that's pretty much Ultimate Team. Like I say, Champs is obviously it's the first Champs this weekend, so there's not much footage to show you of it. I am going to record my Champs journey and hopefully show you some of the highlights, some of the games next week. I think, Knighty, you're going to touch on a bit now of what we got set up. Me and you had a conversation with Liam last Saturday about what's coming.
So, obviously, we've been looking at how we can get like a league and cup format going and how we're going to work it out with fixtures and stuff like that. And I think for the time being, if we can get enough interest, I think the league format would be 2 leagues of 16. Is that how I've remembered it?
Yeah.
2 leagues of 16. You would then get maybe 1 or 2 fixtures a week. So you would find out. So say, for example, Tarek and Tony were in the same league. We would let you know that it was your fixture for that week. You then sort out between yourself between Monday and, did we say Saturday? Yeah. Between Monday and Saturday, you play that game. And one of you or both of you, whatever, take a picture, send it to me or Jonesy with the result. We add it. Jonesy's got an app that does all the league format and points and goal difference and all that malarkey. Mm-hmm. And that's how we'd do the league. We would then do it that the top 8 at the end of the league. So we'd have 2 leagues. So we've not decided on names, but let's just say Division 1, Division 2. So Division 1, the top 8 would qualify for what would be our version of the Champions League. And then them 8 would go straight into knockout games. So that would be the quarterfinals. So it just goes straight into the quarterfinals. So it gives you that incentive. And the same for Division 2, the top 8 from that would qualify for what would be that league's version, Europa League. So it gives you incentive throughout the season to try and finish in the top 8. To then try and get into that cup competition. In order of working out the leagues, I think me and Jonesy and Liam said we're going to try and work out like a ranking format. Once we've got everybody who's interested, we'll pit them against certain people. Maybe they play 3 or 4 random people. Send us our results. We look at the results, how close the games were and all that sort of thing. And then we would, what's he said? I once lost 4-0 as League One Leeds against the Bundesliga in an online game. I decided to retire from online. So then we would work out a ranking system. So we would try to make it as fair as possible. So like for some, Tarek, I know you sometimes worry that you're not amazing at the, I'm sure you are, but say for example, you weren't, as all of us aren't, probably the same as this man in the top right hand corner with his bloody trophy and whatnot. It would be a bit unfair, pitting him against somebody who lost all 4 of their ranking games and sticking that person in Division 1. It just wouldn't be fair. I think there was well, no, you wouldn't mind. Yeah, you wouldn't mind. I seriously hope someone spanks you, mate. I really do. Picture the last day to the league title, mate. I'd fucking cry. And then I think there might have been a format for maybe an FA Cup, and so we would maybe do like the FA Cup for Division 1 and like a Carabao Cup for Division 2. So that would be 1 week you might get an extra fixture, which is your cup game, and that's all 16 teams. Would just go to the last 16. It would be straight away knockout, and that would be a chance. So potentially someone could do a treble, but potentially someone could do a double. But the Champions League thing, we can't really tie that in straight away because we need people to qualify for it. So that would be more of a thing we do towards the end of our season once we've got all the league fixtures done and whatnot. We wouldn't do that alongside like your normal league fixtures. We'd do all the league fixtures first, all the cup fixtures first, then we'd work out the Champions League. Obviously next year is the is it next year World Cup? No, 2026.
Yeah.
Is it 2026?
There's a Women's World Cup, I think.
But anyway, women's, men's, whatever, we would then work out potentially doing like a bigger scale World Cup tournament and things like that. But that can come later. We obviously need to get the league first. So yeah, it will just be a case from now, people watching, people that are going to watch tomorrow, whenever. If you're interested, get in touch with me and Jonezy. We can then start working out numbers, getting leagues together. Tarek is a pool shocker. You just know he's going to start pulling out the flicks and tricks. That's it. He's leading us all in, and then he's going to do the domestic treble.
No, let's just stop at pool shark. That's honest. But the EAFC thing, that's
That's it. Men's 2026, women's 2027. Right, perfect.
Yeah, no,
but yeah, so so me, Liam, and Jonesy have worked out how we want it to run. It's now literally getting people. So the quicker people let us know that they're interested, the quicker we can then get it all together and get this going. I don't know, a month or so. I don't want to say less because I don't want to put any extra pressure or stress on this man here. He does enough, and I've got a life as well. So yeah, once we've got all the people that are interested, we look to get that going. We have talked about potentially, for those that want to enter, at the end of the season, when we're all done, we would get things like a league trophy, a Champions League trophy, a FA Cup, our versions, whatever, and we'd do some sort of rewards night.
Yeah.
Try and all get together in person, or if we can't, everyone would just join by Zoom. We would post out the trophy to that person beforehand so they can sort of hold it, like the fucking Oscars when people can't make it. We were thinking, in order for us to obviously get those trophies, as much as me and Jonesy would love to be in a position to pay for those, it might be that we charge to maybe join the league. So not join the league, join the Champions League, join the FA Cup, just a one-off few quid, maybe a £5 to join, and that money would go towards, I think we were looking at Marrakesh, weren't we?
Yeah.
We'd go on a nice holiday. No, I'm joking. It would literally go towards the trophies for the guys that would win whatever competitions.
Yeah.
It might then be, we would either look at that person returns the trophies, or the following season everyone again pays another £5. Then people can then keep them trophies, and we just buy another lot to go with. I mean, obviously me and Jonesy don't have a problem paying the £5. It's our idea. We hope that other people wouldn't have a problem paying a few quid or a £5 to take part in this. It's got the potential to be so much fun. There'll be arguments, there'll be effings and blindings and whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just all of us having a laugh. It will get competitive. I'll probably call Jonesy every word under the sun if I'm playing him. But it's all love at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, if anybody is interested, let us know. We'll then work everything else out and then let people know dates and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's got the potential, isn't it, to be big. Like I say, it's going to be massive. But we're going to start putting out tweets and that, getting people signed up. I'll get a QR code sorted so you can scan a QR code and you join a WhatsApp group, and that's just for people who are in the league. And then we'll separate the WhatsApp groups into whatever league you're in. And as a fairness, we were saying that you'd have to send a screenshot to say Tariq and Tony were playing each other at the bottom. They would both have to send us a screenshot of the final match result just to make sure it matched up. It was all fair and stuff like that. Yeah. So just in case.
Not that we think anybody would try it, but you just never know in this day and age, do you?
Yeah. It's just to make sure you're getting both the right results in and stuff like that. Because if we get two different results, then we'll be asking questions.
Then we'll be like, hang on a minute, who's lying?
Yeah, exactly. So it just makes it easier.
So just one question.
Yeah, mate.
What teams are we going to do it as? Are we doing it as ultimate teams or are we doing it as?
So we're going to do a so say like the first league has got 1 to 20. Me and Craig will separate it. He'll have 10 teams of the. Basically, we're just going to do the top 20 teams in the world, and that's by whatever the official FIFA rankings are. He'll have 10. I'll have 10, and then one night on this show we will draw names out.
Be like an FA Cup draw or like a Champions League draw. We'll get a bit of paper with your team on it and your name. So I might have the thing full of names or whatever. Jonesy might have all the teams.
Yeah.
And then we would pick, and that's your team for that season.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Don't give me Peterborough.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like we're giving you fucking MK Dons or
no.
It would
literally the top 20 teams in the world ranked.
So, say we had 2 leagues of 16, it would be the top 32 teams ranked as of that moment. So you might get unlucky and get the 32nd team.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
if you're all right at FIFA, then happy days maybe. Or you'll be shit.
Yeah. But no, hopefully I won't do it like Rod Stewart. I don't think I remember his. That's classic.
I'll be like that, fumbling like that.
Yeah. But no, it's like say with the money wise, if there's anything left over, obviously it goes towards we do a night out and stuff like that. So no one's pocketing any money.
It's not like we're gonna what's if we get 32 people. My maths is shocking. 32 times 5, 64, 128, 160, whatever that
just
works out.
200,
yeah. It's not like we're gonna get all that money and then buy cheap plastic rubbish £5 trophies and then we're going to pocket the money and go and do something with it. It would either go on a night out or it stays in the kitty and goes towards next season's trophy. Like, it wouldn't just pay for me and Jonesy in a coronet one Saturday at the Arsenal. Like, it's literally going towards what this is. We want this to work. We want it to build. We want to have nice trophies. Obviously, we want to do things like if people who are doing their league games, if they score, we want to do like a goal of the month.
Yeah.
Maybe not a player of the month because that's a bit difficult, but like goal of the month or goal of the season, because then we wouldn't be having to get a trophy every month. It could just literally be goal of the season. But I mean, touching on that, that's another thing I think we want to look at going forward, like different segment things. So soon we'll ask people to perhaps send in their images. I had one of Jonesy, but he refused to put it on the show tonight for potential miss of the season already. I won't say any more about it, mate. I won't say any more about it.
My head is stats.
He would not let me send him the video. He would not add it to this evening. But little things like that, we would call that, the wooden spoon of the week. We would maybe take 5 if people sent us 5. We would then get the panel to vote and see which one was their worst. And then that person that week would have the wooden spoon of the week. We'd then do best goal of the week, where again, we'd maybe show 5. We'd get the panel to vote on which one was their favourite. Obviously, if it happens to be one of the panel's goals, they can't really vote for their own. So someone else would vote. But yeah, just little things like that. Eventually, this is only the second show. But eventually, yeah, we by all means, if you've got some decent goals that you've scored, keep sending them in. I know Tony, Tarek, we've got the iMessage group. Tony, sometimes you're putting goals in there and stuff. We've got the WhatsApp group, and a few people have been putting goals in there. We kind of want to build them, get a few together, and then do a segment where we can show some of the goals and some of the misses as well, because the misses are just hilarious. To be fair, I think Tipple had a few as well. If he's watching, apologies. But yeah, he had quite a few. That was last week, weren't it? I think he had like 3 on the bounce, didn't he? And then he went and scored one and said, "Oh, you're not saying that now, are you?"
But no, yeah, like I kind of echo what you say. Like, obviously, the game's literally a week old for like Tariq and that. For 2 weeks for the guys who had Ultimate Edition. So it's still new, it's still fresh. You know, we would love to throw all this content at you right now, but we haven't got it to hand.
And we know as well, like some people, you know, like are struggling. They don't get on the game as much as some people. You know, I have the luxury of working from home during certain hours. So once I've done my admin, I can jump on the game for a little bit. So some people that are maybe doing clubs might not want to send us a goal of the season because they've not scored any decent goals because their stats aren't great. So that's why we're not sort of worried about doing it now. We want people to have the game, try different game modes out over the next couple of weeks, few weeks, and then that's stuff we can introduce later down the line.
Yeah. But yeah, no, just we've still got a bit of time left anyway. I just wanted to ask you guys as well, like, is there anything, if you like, I'll go around everyone, is there one thing you could change at the moment, and you can't just say AI? you have to be specific.
Damn it.
If there's one thing you could change on the game right now to make it better, what would it be?
I'll let either Tarek or Tony go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Go on, Tony, you go first.
The game seems like when you're playing Ultimate Team, I played a couple of games, it seems really slow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, maybe just like speeding up. Maybe again, like you said, they're looking at, I've seen a few details about patches and people have wrote ideas of what they want to improve, like you just asked us, and people are sending it to EA, but that's one of the things I would improve. I mean, the pace of it is different. I think last night we were doing some of the crossfield passes, and they were literally going into the stands.
Don't get me fucking started on that.
But then I was doing them on Ultimate Team, and they were working perfect.
Yeah.
But my pro player had better passing stats than, say, I was doing it with Ben White.
Yeah.
Right back. My player had better passing long range stats than him, but I couldn't get it to the other person, but he could. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know whether that's something that you just need to improve. A bit more consistency with things like that, but yeah.
One thing I'd just say, like with the pace of the game, I totally understand that it is a lot slower. It's more Pro Evolution style pace at this point. But you've just got, I think you've got to remember, you've come from FC 24 where you had like 90 rated players.
Yeah,
maybe. Team of the seasons, promo cards.
Never thought of that. Yeah.
And that's what like, low people, like you see it on Twitter, they say, "Oh, the pace is so slow." But you've got to remember what you've gone from. You've gone back to the start now.
Yeah.
As your team grows and evolves, you'll notice naturally. I think the pace will pick up. But I do agree with the crossing and stuff like that. Crossing is absolute dog shit on this game at the moment.
Yeah, proper.
The thing is, like, crossfield passes are, but I don't know about, like, we played it last night and I was running down and I was like, back post, and it was going there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that generally was okay. It's just the crossfield passes. The through balls seem all right. The through balls seem like lovely.
Oh, mate, them crossfield passes, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't. You've pretty much touched on it anyway. But
you've literally got to do that crossing attribute tree now.
100%. Yeah. Just a quick, whoever Colonel_Ward is, if you're watching, thank you for the follow on the PlayStation.
Colonel Ward, we know Colonel. Loves to tell a joke. Normally he's in. Don't know what he's up to, but yeah. And Tariq, what about yourself, mate? I mean, you've had it a week, so there must be pretty fresh stuff for you as well.
Yeah, there's some things where I think it's different from 24, but the one I'm not sure if I've done it right, but you know, on the formations on 24, you could press the cross button and you could then you could drag your player wherever. So my formation used to be like the midfield was like a 6, an 8, and a 10 on the right hand side. So like Odegaard, it'd be on the 10 would be on the right hand side. You can't do that now because it just seems like it's set formations, and I can't do 4-4-2 or stuff like that. And I know it's like they've got other tactics where you can have someone play as a false nine, someone be a target man, but it's not the same. But you should have brought that back. Hopefully, one of the patches will give that back, because that used to be good. But it's just getting used to new things.
Yeah, they've changed it. You have to go to edit tactics, and you have to change them from like, they've got these plus nows.
Yeah.
You have to change them to like Odegaard's role. You have to change it to a playmaker, because I think he's on box to box automatically, and then he'll do that role as you're saying. But they've completely revamped the tactics and everything like that. It's absolute. Trying to get your head around it is crazy. I mean, Tipple last night, he changed our formation, didn't he? And we were
during the game, he didn't even realise he'd done it. Yeah,
I think Tony ended up as right back, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Top, look, third place scored.
They playing tonight, are they?
Yeah.
Sunderland.
So if you can't beat Sunderland, mate, you seriously are in trouble.
Exactly.
But what about yourself, mate, Greg?
Obviously, I'm not allowed to mention AI. Because I know we've still got like 15 minutes, maybe longer, but I don't think anyone wants to hear him. I mean, we are past 9 o'clock now, so
yeah, you can go for it.
They can fucking all die. FC IQ can suck my fucking gooch, mate. Like, they've literally stuck a 5 over the 4.
Yeah.
I know the first night I was like, oh my God, this feels so different. And I don't know if that was just because it was the first night. Maybe they'd put a patch or some code work in to make it seem better. So everyone was like, fuck me. They'll tell their friends. They'll tell their friends. It's amazing. Everyone will fucking buy it. And then literally last week I was like, oh, mate, I was fuming. And we were saying it earlier, Jonesy, if you're running at their defence, their AI are closing you down quicker than a debt collector, mate. Like, but when their players are running at our AI defence, they just sort of like, what do I do? Fuck. Like, do I go to the ball? Do I stay? What do I do? Oh, mate, it infuriates me. It honestly infuriates me. But the one thing I cannot stand at the moment, and a couple of people have done it already, is that fucking nonsense. It fucking drives me insane. It is. Oh, mate, the quicker they fucking get rid of that, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I can't stand it. And Tipple does it to wind me up. I know he does. And if he's watching, you're a bastard. Like, I know he does it. I know he does it on purpose. I don't know what it is, mate. That celebration. But yeah, the AI. I thought maybe it was because we were in Division 5. Then we went up to Division 4, and it talks about like your AI is meant to learn and grow as you go up. But we went in Division 4 and it felt like it was worse.
Yeah, it felt a lot worse.
It just didn't feel like it had evolved, or you train, like when you're doing the facilities in the club, it's not just your stats it takes up, it apparently takes up your whole team. So whether we need to look at that a little bit more and how we're earning more income to buy more stuff in the facilities, maybe, I don't know. But at the moment, I completely backtrack on what I said on the first night. The AI just, it doesn't. I'm not quite getting this FC IQ at the moment. Okay, to some extent, I agree with what Tony said about Rush. I do feel the goalkeepers are a little bit more with it, clued up. They're a bit harder to beat. You don't see them making that many mistakes and stuff like that. But some of the goals we've conceded, mate, on clubs on 25, like I think we've all just want. I can only say this. Some of us have wanted to rip our hair out. Others might have wanted to just slap their head. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, very infuriating, the AI. First night, magic of having the game. I think I got a bit carried away. But now I've played it a bit more. I've been knocked down to earth and realised that it's the same old shite.
If he wasn't sure as well what celebration he was on about, is this one.
Oh, fuck it. Oh.
Don't do that when you're playing, Craig.
Every fucker I come up against now who adds me and plays me is going to do that.
It's going to do that.
I know it. I know it.
Just so you're aware of which one to do. But
what about you, mate? What are you?
Well, like I'm not beating my own drum here, but I play quite competitively, and it's like the scene I play on it is fucking atrocious. I mean, it's the 5 at the back for me. The AI defending is ridiculous. I mean, every pro and every like YouTuber is using 5 at the back, and because of this AI defending, they don't have to necessarily defend themselves. They just hold the L1 button to make the other defender come and attack, so they can just hold the space. So it's trying to break that down for me, and it's just how OP the 5 at the back is. They need to sort that out because no formation at the moment seems to be able to get through. So you have to you're being forced to use the same formation as these sweaty bastards are using. And I don't like playing 5 at the back. It takes away from like the attacking and stuff like that. So they just need to. I know people say defending's hard as it is, but I don't think it is. If you're controlling the whole team, it's quite easy to defend. Just don't run out there. But they need to nerf a bit of the AI defending for me because literally it's being abused at the moment. But yeah, other than that, I'm all right. I'm happy with the game. The few other glitches, sometimes you go to the pack store and you get this grey box come up and you have to go back to the restart the game from the beginning. That's annoying.
Yeah.
The fucking horn, whoever uses the horn as well.
Oh, that's another one. We had one of them off. Jesus Christ. That's added to the list as well.
Yeah. The fucking horn is a goal celebration, so that one can get.
I don't think I've heard it on 25, but on 24 it was the lion roar.
Oh yeah.
That fucking cut through me like a knife through butter, mate. I hated that goal sound. For
me, last year it was the horse. There was like a horse neighing or something. It just absolutely done my head in. But yeah, no. So got some good stuff coming up. I think this promo is going to end, and then I think we've got some new one that's coming.
Yeah.
In Ultimate Team, but yeah, it's like I say, everybody's focused on champs this weekend.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. First champs is always the worst. Everyone's going to be using their loans. There's like loans songs and icons floating about.
Oh, there's loans everywhere, mate. I think my whole back 4 at the minute is loans.
Loans.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping to finish quite high up, get some good rewards. And hopefully my team will get a bit better so I can compete with these sweaty guys on there. But yeah, but that's it for me on there. Obviously with the FUT Ultimate Team.
Yeah, I was just thinking, did Tony tell us what he's? Did he?
Where's it gone?
Oh, hello.
Hey,
is that me?
Yeah, he dropped that for a second.
Oh, I don't know why it does that. Anyway, I don't think Tony told us what his favourite FIFA was.
No, he didn't, did he?
I sent it in a message. I think it was, the one where it had, I think it was the one where you can run away from the ref. I can't remember what year that was.
I can't even remember which one that was again.
Was it FIFA 96?
No.
94. Or was it 94?
94.
I can't
That was
remember
mine.
what it was, but it's the one where you could do the invisible wall and
yeah. Was it
shot? Yeah.
Was that 94?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first real one that I started playing.
I don't know if you've still got the images from that, have you?
I might have to get something up here. Let me have a look.
And then that was the first real. I think it was on the Mega Drive, weren't it? The first real one I played on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I kind of left. I mean, Jonezy will know. I kind of left FIFA, and then I went on to Pro Evolution Soccer, and I played that for a good, probably till 2012, 2011. And then jumped back on FIFA. Yeah.
Look at the graphics, mate.
Mate, look, that was amazing, isn't it?
We never had it so good.
Back then,
yeah, this is like shows you from FIFA 94 to 2019. Look at these.
Jesus.
It just shows you what we've come to. Look at this. How could you play it? Imagine clubs like that now.
Mate, if the AI was bad now, can you imagine what it was like back then?
Look at this. Look at this. You can't even see it properly.
That's mad, isn't it?
Just goes to the evolution.
But that's the thing. Back then, we were like, "Oh my god, these graphics are amazing. That looks exactly like Robin or Drogba or Rooney or whoever. That looks just like Van Persie, and Van Persie's face looked all like this." And we were like, "Oh my god, that looks like Van Persie."
Yeah.
Some pro club players that look like that now.
Well, mate, I think we want to do a little segment for that as well because some of them are just horrendous, mate.
Let me see if I could
if anyone comes across any good ones, yeah, get them sent in, mate. We'd like to show some of them because I've seen some. I think I saw one the other night. I've had nightmares for 2 nights. I think thought it was like Kruger.
I'm trying to look for the Boris Johnson one on.
Oh
Clubs.
yeah, you've been saying about this one, haven't you, Boris? What was the other one?
Nigel Farage. It's absolutely brilliant. I don't know if I can get an image at the moment. I'm looking, but no, he looks so realistic like him. But no, I can't see him again. It's on TikTok.
Oh really?
Yeah. Let me see if I can go on there. But no.
I mean, we've had a few, like you said, we've had a few. I don't know if we can say their names, but old mate who was on a desert island and had a show on the other night.
Yeah, old Philip Schofield.
We can say names. P Diddy.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a couple of him floating about. I've seen a fair few, to be fair.
Apologies for that. It was Michael Jackson, but no, I can't really show that, to be fair. Someone's made a Michael Jackson. I wish I didn't see that now.
Is it horrendous?
It's very bad. What made it worse was Macaulay Culkin was on his shoulder. It looked quite
for God's sake.
I'm sure bubbles popped up as well, but yeah, no.
Someone's created that on Clubs?
Yeah, someone's created Michael Jackson, and they just had like Macaulay Culkin pop up from behind him, with the shock face from Home Alone.
Yeah. Jesus.
Boris Johnson one looks brilliant. Have you seen it?
Is that the one in the Atletico top?
Yeah, that's it.
Tony, put it in a group. I'll have a look in a minute.
But no, that's quite funny. But yeah, I think that's it, mate. To be
fair. I don't think there's really much more to talk about. Obviously, we've talked about how our club's progress is going. Tarek and Tony, obviously, have come on and told us about how they're finding the game. We've talked about the league, some segments we want to add later down the line. So yeah, I don't really think there's much more for us to discuss tonight. Obviously, the game's still so fresh. We don't want to do everything all at once and bombard people. People are still cracking on, trying to get their pros up. Foot champs. Getting their ultimate team going. But yeah, Tarek, I'll go to you, mate. Thank you for jumping on tonight, mate. Always a pleasure to have you on and see you.
You're welcome. It's been fantastic, and it's good to learn stuff as well, especially with it being 1 week since I've had the game.
Yeah,
to learn new things as well. It's beneficial, and it sure does help.
Good. Glad to hear it, mate. Tony, obviously first time on, mate. Thank you for jumping on and giving us your feedback of how you're finding the game, mate.
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been good. Like Tarek said, just listening to a bit more detail of it. And obviously, him above me up there, the FIFA, the EA Pro up there. Do you know what I mean? I'm so glad.
I just managed to get in Elite Division.
I'm so glad he hasn't outed me for the amount of defeats I've.
I'm sure there'll be a fair few images from them games to be shared. So
yeah.
But before we go, just one thing. I do want to give a shout out to the commentator for the Rush. He is so good.
Oh yes, yeah. We've been talking about him. I can't even remember. I tried to remember his name earlier. I
don't want to be like.
I can't
Fernando.
say Fernando. Fernando something. I don't even want to risk saying the surname. Oh, he's hilarious, mate. He's so funny.
Let me try and Google it quickly.
Fernando.
Yeah, he's really good. They need to get him on Clubs.
Yeah, definitely.
100% get him on Clubs.
Better than Sue Smith, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's another thing annoyed me earlier. It literally, so the one game, it's come up with a little graphic with me at the bottom, and it's scored 3 goals in his last 3 games. I scored 2 goals in that game. We then went to the next game, and it should have said 5 goals in 4 games. It came up saying 3 goals in 3 games.
Yeah.
FCIQ, you can't even fucking get that right. I don't know. It just winds me up. I could rant about that FCIQ.
Can't find it. So.
We'll have a look. I'm sure we'll probably do some drop-ins or maybe some rush in a little while, and we can find out. And obviously, Jonesy, thank you for everything you do, mate. Thank you for coming on here and co-hosting the show with me, mate.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me on. Like I say, there's loads more coming from this show. So
definitely.
Obviously, we just need more games time. The game needs to mellow, and obviously we'll bring you the content. But it's good night for me and good night for my friend here as well.
Oh, listen to it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Have a good Friday night.
Good night.
Bye.